Hi. So, this makes 2 episodes uploaded in one day. Madness! Nah, actually, of course, it's just because the last episode was a week late, whereas this episode is actually on time. So, anyway, it's sort of 3 episodes uploaded in one day if you count the fact that last episode was uploaded in 2 parts, but that was still 1 episode. Anyway, it was uploaded in 2 parts because it was kind of over the 10-minute limit for YouTube. It wasn't the first one to go over that limit, actually. It's just the previous ones were just a little bit over, so I fudged it by just speeding up the video a little, hopefully not enough to notice. It was less than that. I was thinking of trying to find somewhere other than YouTube to upload my video blog episodes, so that if I did go over 10 minutes it wouldn't be a big deal, but I think I'll stick with YouTube for now. If I have to split them up into parts again, then so be it. Although I should really just try to keep them shorter. I mean, I'm sure 10 minutes is more than long enough to listen to me ramble. On that note, let me hurry and talk about what happened this last week. So, let's see, for one thing, the first thing, chronologically, was, as I mentioned last time, I had that meeting on Saturday with the producers where I had to turn in my finished screenplay. I say meeting, it was actually just out to dinner with the cast and crew, but since I hadn't given the screenplay anyway, they said to go ahead and bring it along then. It was at the, dinner at the, I had a mental blank about this last time too for some reason, the Hard Rock Cafe at Universal City Walk, which I don't actually have footage of. I need to remember to bring my camera with me to document things for this blog. I don't, but I should. So, here's a still picture. That's what you get. Yeah, sorry. But anyway, I wanted my screenplay to be, professional in appearance. So, 3 hole punched, transparent sheets before and after, brads in the top and bottom holes. So, this was harder than I thought it would be. That's because of one simple element: the brads. These things, little paper fasteners. Common items of stationery. I thought they should be easy to obtain. They weren't. Staples was out. I went to a bunch of smaller stores, stationery stores and things that I thought might have them. Not only did they not carry them, they didn't know what I was talking about until I had to draw them a picture finally. This, Brad, paper fastener. This. Finally, they didn't have them. I was eventually directed to a FedEx Kinko's where I also couldn't find them, but when I asked at a counter, they asked how many I needed. I said, well, I just need a small box, and I just need 6. They kept asking how many, so finally it turns out they sell them individually. I thought they'd sold them in boxes, but no, one at a time, they count them out, and so I got the brads, got to the Hard Rock Cafe half hour after the appointed time, which turned out to be okay because the producers were there an hour after that, so it all worked out. As far as how the screenplay was received, I haven't heard from all of them yet, although one of the producers did read it and got back to me, I think the next day, or maybe the day after, saying that overall he really liked it. He thought the dialogue in some parts needed some revision. Not really surprising. It was a first draft. It was kind of rushed. I didn't have much time to do it, so I expect to need to do some revisions. But overall, feedback has been positive. We'll see what the other producers think. We'll see where that goes. Anyway, in other news, did I get things done this last week? Remember, I have these 2 weeks off from work. I was going to try to finish my dissertation. I was going to try to, not finish it, but make some progress, working on music. Have I? No, not really yet. I have gotten some things done, and even for the music, the fact that I had to figure out how to get that accompaniment going in the last episode, the way I did that, involved figuring out some things I'll need to do for the album, so kind of indirectly made some progress, but mostly made progress in things not related to those 2 things. But now that I have all that preparatory work done, I have next week for that. I did, however, get one thing done that is, in a way, very significant. See, as I said before, I live in a cheap apartment. Yeah, remember the hole in the ceiling, all that? It also doesn't have screens on the windows. Well, some of them, yes, but not the back window that happens to overlook the dumpster and has ivy growing outside it. So, last summer, when it was very hot, when I say last summer, I mean summer 2007, I had the window open to cool off and a little fan there. It did not occur to me that because of that ivy, that's not actually ivy, I say ivy, but that's incorrect, it's a vine, I think it's actually morning glories. Because of the vines outside, rats that live by the dumpster can crawl up and jump into the window, so I had rats in my apartment. Now, I like rats as pets. I do not like rats when they're running around the apartment, chewing on everything I own, and hiding my socks and handkerchiefs. Yes, they do that. They do that. They steal my socks and handkerchiefs. I have not actually seen them carrying a sock across the room. That might look funny to see. It's not particularly funny to find all my socks missing, or to find them with holes chewed in the toes. Neither of those is particularly funny. Well, I guess in retrospect it kind of is, but it wasn't at the time. So I needed to get rid of these rats. I parked along trying to think how to do it. I didn't want to kill them. I don't like killing rats. Eventually, I should have done this much sooner. I bought one of these these live traps, and kept trapping rats, putting them back outside, but there seemed to be this limitless supply. Finally, mostly because of one rat with a kind of a raw spot on the nose, I figured maybe all the rats of his generation had that raw spot on the nose for some reason. They'd all gone through similar circumstances, but I figured out, no, it's the same rat. He's coming back in somehow. I have to put them farther away. By this time, at last, though, their numbers had been dwindling, gradually. Those were the same 2 rats that I'm pretty sure were coming in and out, and then, a few days ago, inside the live trap, there were 2 rats.
Don't want to radical nose damage. Nose damage has been here, bothering me for a long time. I have a name for the other guy, but I suspect he's also saying something for a long time. They'll both be gone soon. They will both be gone soon.
So, I took the rats to this vacant lot a couple blocks away, from which they'd be unlikely to return because they'd have to cross 2 streets, go up a hill, and come some distance anyway. And I released them there, and since then, I have not heard rats here. I have not seen rats here. I have not had anything mysteriously disappear or anything like that. I have not had any new holes chewed in anything. My apartment is rat-free. After a year and a half of this, you don't know how good that feels. I should have gotten that live trap thing a lot longer ago, and should have realized that releasing them back into the alley directly behind my apartment wasn't the greatest idea. The window's closed now, of course, but apparently they've managed to arrange another way in. But not anymore. They're gone. I don't have to worry about hiding things in cupboards. The rats can't get to them. I don't have to worry about hiding my socks. I don't have to worry about having holes chewed in my favorite shirts anymore. No more rats! Huzzah! Yeah. So, that wasn't one of the goals I'd set for this week, but that was one I'm very glad that I fulfilled. Anyway, what else happened this last week? Well, Christmas. What did I do for Christmas? Hey, it's time for another entry in my video blog. Okay, obviously I didn't spend the whole day doing that. If I had, the last episode would have been up a lot sooner. No, I was invited for Christmas to the home of my, the founder and president of the theater company I'm in, also my ex-acting coach, who ironically is Jewish, but Christmas is a holiday, so so I went over there. He actually invited the whole theater company, but I was the only one who came. I guess I just had other plans. I felt kind of awkward coming alone, but he said I was still welcome there. So, one other theater company member stopped by briefly and left us some cookies. That was nice. So we watched a movie, Ghost Town. Actually, a good movie. Although he noticed 2 lighting mistakes in it that he pointed out. But we played Scrabble. One turn got the 50-point bonus for hearing the word teasing, and incidentally, that was by far the most challenges I've ever seen in a game of Scrabble. We were challenging each other left and right. It was interesting. And we also had some cheese pizza, chips, and and he turned off his ping pong robot thing. He apparently was a past ping pong champion or something. I am apparently not. He also gave him kind of a Christmas gift. There was a microphone he'd bought before for his... I don't know if you can hear those thumping noises, but somebody upstairs is... I don't know what they're doing. I wish they would stop. They did. It's a microphone that he bought for his video camera that apparently he realized after buying it, his video camera already had a built-in microphone better than this. You might ask, since I'm recording right now, why I don't have this plugged into my microphone. The simple reason for my video camera. Well, it's for the simple reason that my video camera doesn't have a microphone input, so this turns out not to be useful to me either, but so I thought that counts. So anyway, that was my Christmas. I actually had a Christmas, and next week, now that I have all the preliminary stuff taken care of, I will get a lot done. Dissertation, music, other things. I've got other plans in store. A lot's going to happen early next year. Anyway, so expect the next episode definitely Saturday, next Saturday, which means New Year will be before then. So let me wish you a Happy New Year, and I hope this New Year is a good one for you. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very big year for me. I'm sorry, I just enjoy some evil laughter now and then. It doesn't mean anything. Anyway, have a good week, and Happy New Year. In other news, I need a haircut. See ya.